The 2026 schedule just dropped, and let me tell you, this is the most electrifying, absolute gauntlet of a season we have ever seen. We are talking massive primetime revenge games, brutal road trips, and a quarterback showdown that will completely redefine the future of this franchise. Buckle up, because we are breaking down every single game, and the final record is going to completely blow your mind. If you bleed navy and orange and want to see this team take over the entire league, smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe right now. Are we honestly prepared for how incredibly chaotic and heart-stopping this opening month is going to be? We kick things off in Carolina for Week 1, and it is a genuinely fascinating matchup to start the year. You have two squads fresh off the postseason, and while the NFC South was an absolute bloodbath last year, the Panthers still came out on top. Honestly, I love our guys in this spot. Is it going to be a walk in the park? Absolutely not. Vegas has us favored by less than a field goal, and if this were at Soldier Field, we would easily be laying 5 points. But we should absolutely handle our business on the road. We pull off a gritty victory to start 1-0, setting the stage for a glorious 3-game homestand. Week 2 brings the Minnesota Vikings into our house, and they are the ultimate wild card of the NFL this season. Assuming Kyler Murray actually locks down the starting job, how on earth is he going to look running Kevin O'Connell's offense? Can he even stay healthy? Add in the fact that this is Caleb Williams going up against Brian Flores, and that relentless defense for the 5th time in his career. The history there is incredibly mixed. I am thanking the football gods we did not draw Flores in Week 1, because he gave Caleb absolute fits in the opener last year. By catching them this early, Flores will definitely have new tricks, but our home field advantage is the great equalizer here. It will be a nail-biter, but we escape with a win to advance to 2-0. Then comes Week 3. Monday Night Football against the Philadelphia Eagles. Just thinking about this game gets my blood pumping. Remember Black Friday last year? What an absolute spectacular showing. While I am not expecting us to casually rush for nearly 300 yards again, I am fully expecting Caleb Williams to take a massive leap forward and outplay his performance from a year ago. Plus, we do not have to stress over A.J. Brown tearing up our secondary this time around. Jalen Hurts will be navigating a brand new offensive scheme, playing only his 3rd game in that system. We capitalize on their growing pains, capture the primetime magic, and skyrocket to an undefeated 3-0. If we start 3-0, this entire fanbase is going to completely lose its collective mind, and the hype train will be utterly unstoppable. Because if we hit 3-0, we are undoubtedly sweeping September to go 4-0. Week 4 brings Aaron Glenn and the New York Jets to town. Now, our head coach Ben Johnson knows Aaron Glenn inside and out, and that familiarity goes both ways. People might start screaming that this is a trap game, especially with Green Bay looming in the shadows. But let's be real. We are the vastly superior roster, we are defending our home turf, and we are not dropping this game. We secure the 4-game winning streak. But then reality hits in Week 5. A road trip to Lambeau Field to face the Green Bay Packers. Look, we have the firepower to win this rivalry matchup, but I am not going to sit here and pretend we are marching to a flawless 17-0 season. The magic wears off just a bit in Wisconsin. We suffer our first heartbreak of the year, dropping to 4-1. Honestly though, if you told me in August we would start 4-1, I would be jumping for joy. We immediately have to bounce back in Week 6 against the Falcons down in Atlanta. This is one of those gritty away games that separates the contenders from the pretenders. Whether we are facing Tua Tagovailoa or Michael Penix Jr. under center, it genuinely does not matter. We hold the undeniable advantage at the quarterback position, and our overall talent completely overshadows theirs. We march into Atlanta, dominate the trenches, and right the ship. History tells us that on back-to-back road trips, you usually split the difference, so walking away at 5-1 is a phenomenal outcome. Week 7 is where the drama reaches a boiling point. Thursday Night Football at home against the New England Patriots. Let me make one thing crystal clear, we are absolutely not losing a primetime game to Drake Maye. We emerge victorious, surging to 6-1. This right here is the defining moment where Caleb Williams claims his rightful throne as the undisputed king of the 2024 NFL Draft class. Jayden Daniels owned year 1. Drake Maye arguably had the better year 2. But year 3. This is Caleb's league now. Question of the day for you guys down in the comments. Do you truly believe Caleb Williams has officially surpassed Jayden Daniels and Drake Maye as the absolute best quarterback from that draft class? Drop your boldest takes below because I want to read every single one of your arguments. We follow up that massive win with a brutal trip to Seattle in Week 8 on Monday Night Football. Playing the Super Bowl runner-up and the defending Super Bowl champions in back-to-back weeks is a terrifying task. We get the Seahawks on their ring ceremony night. Even with our extra rest advantage, the emotional tidal wave of playing the champs in their building on a banner night is just too much. I have us dropping a hard-fought battle here, falling to 6-2. We return home in Week 9 to host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday Night Football. Operating on a short week is frustrating, but this is a total leave-it-all-on-the-field scenario with the bye week staring us right in the face. The difference between limping into the bye at 6-3 versus storming into it at 7-2 is astronomical. 7-2 practically guarantees a playoff berth. The league might still believe the Bucs are a powerhouse, but I am simply not buying the hype. We lock down the victory, close out this terrifying 3-game primetime gauntlet with a winning record, and hit the bye week feeling fantastic. Coming out of the break in Week 11, we host the New Orleans Saints. They do not share our bye week, giving us a massive 7-day rest advantage. While I genuinely believe the Saints are vastly improved and could easily steal the NFC South, we have to protect our house against a Southern team traveling to the freezing North in late November. We execute perfectly and improve to 8-2. Then comes the absolute nightmare of the schedule. Thanksgiving Day. Week 12. Traveling to Detroit. I said it the second the schedule was leaked, and I will scream it from the rooftops now, this is the most brutal game of the entire year. It is a divisional road game on a shockingly short week. And it is not just Thursday night, it is Thursday at noon. The Lions are practically invincible inside their dome on Thanksgiving. They hung 50 points on us last year in their building. It is a brutally tough spot, and unfortunately, we take the loss, bringing our record to 8-3. Thankfully, the schedule gods grant us a little mercy with extra prep time before hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 13. The Jags were an absolute juggernaut last year with 13 wins, but with our extended rest and another warm weather team forced to play in our freezing climate, we dictate the pace. We secure a massive AFC victory, pushing our record to 9-3 as we enter the final stretch. Week 14 sends us down to Miami in December. The weather will be gorgeous, but the Dolphins franchise might be in total disarray by this point. They could be in full-blown tank mode. Even if Malik Willis is out there fighting for his life, the organization might secretly prefer a loss. This is easily the softest road game left on our plate. We handle our business, secure the bag, and move to 10-3. But then we fly straight into a blizzard. Week 15, Saturday night, up in Buffalo. The Bills played on Sunday night the week prior, so we ironically have a slight rest advantage, but playing Josh Allen in a brand new, rocking, snow-filled stadium is terrifying. Both of our teams rely on opportunistic defenses and insanely explosive quarterbacks. While Caleb is closing the gap, Josh Allen is still the more proven, consistent force at this stage in their careers. It will be an absolute shootout in the snow, but Buffalo edges us out. We drop a heartbreaker to fall to 10-4. Week 16 is a Christmas Day miracle. A Friday afternoon clash at Soldier Field against the Green Bay Packers. We are playing our third game in just 13 days, which is physically exhausting, but the adrenaline of Christmas Day against our oldest rival will fuel this roster. I am furious the league didn't put this under the primetime lights, but the atmosphere by the lake will be completely deafening regardless. We refuse to get swept by Green Bay. We get our revenge, split the season series, and gift the city a victory to improve to 11-4. Week 17 gives us extended rest to prepare for the Detroit Lions at home. This is the poetic justice game. This is the exact moment Ben Johnson finally exorcises his demons and outcoaches Dan Campbell. It will be freezing. It will be brutally windy. Last year, if our offense had shown even a pulse in the first 3 quarters, we would have beaten them in Week 18. This time, our roster is a well-oiled machine. We dominate them in the cold, jumping to an incredible 12-4. We wrap up the regular season in Week 18 against the Vikings in Minnesota. If we are sitting at 12-4, we have likely already locked up the NFC North crown. We might not secure the number 1 overall seed, but the division is ours. Minnesota, meanwhile, will probably be fighting tooth and nail for their playoff lives. Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores will throw the kitchen sink at us. Because they have everything to lose and we might be resting starters, they get the win to split the series. That leaves us with a final, glorious record of 12-5. Despite navigating an absolute minefield of a schedule, we conquer the NFC North and secure the 2 or 3 seed for the playoffs. This team is destined for greatness. Let me know your exact predictions in the comments, tell me where I am dead wrong, and let's see how this incredible journey plays out.